The milestone event of commissioning of the Fujian took place on Wednesday, but shrouded in secrecy, as state media here did not reveal this until 2 days later on Friday, with their reports and images focusing on Chinese leader Xi Jinping's presence during the ceremony, but also highlighting his role in deciding to adopt this electromagnetic catapult system that is really what sets apart this aircraft from its two predecessors, as this is a more advanced system that would allow aircraft to take off with heavier weapon and fuel loads, really putting it in the same league as the U.S. on this front. Now, so far, unlike the U.S., none of the Chinese aircraft carriers are nuclear-powered, but Beijing is already building one that is going to be nuclear-powered that will allow that vessel to remain at sea for a much longer period of time. So all of this is just the latest indication in terms of how fast the Chinese have been catching up with the U.S. in terms of military hardware. Now remember, only 13 years ago, they commissioned their first aircraft carrier, which was rebuilt from a Soviet-era vessel. Since then, of course, they have grown by leaps and bounds under Xi Jinping as he invests massive amount of resources into developing and updating the country's arsenals of weaponry, from fighter jets to missiles and to aircraft carriers as well. Now, China not only boasts the world's biggest naval fleet, this latest news also means even though the military here still has its own problem in terms of internal corruption and questions over its combat readiness, but this news is obviously generating buzz and excitement at home, but also sending a message to the U.S. and its allies, and indeed the whole world, about Beijing's growing confidence to project its military prowess far away from its shorelines. But still, this is also very much with an eye towards Taiwan, the self-ruled island that Beijing claims to be its own and vows to take back by force if necessary. It's not lost on people that the Chinese named this aircraft carrier the Fujian, which is the name of the province sitting across a narrow strait from Taiwan.